In this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing of the BAVSOUND Revenant Pro Amplifier upgrade for the F33. Let's go. What's up everyone, I'm Steve and you're watching F33. Now if you like this video, give a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss when a new video drops. Alright, so BAVSOUND was kind enough to send me their new Revenant Pro Amplifier upgrade and DSP for the F33. I am super excited to get this thing installed and we're going to do that in a separate video. In this video, however, we are going to do the unboxing. We're going to see what they sent me and see what you get in the upgrade, all the bits and pieces so that you know what you're getting when you buy one. Now this upgrade works for the F32, F33, F30, M series cars. If you've got an HK system, this is going to be the upgrade for you. Now you can do this upgrade even if you don't have the Stage 1 kit, even if you don't have the Ghost subwoofer kit. This will add more power and a different sound stage to your vehicle. Some folks I've read, they like to do this amplifier upgrade before the speakers. Some like to do the speakers first. That's what we did. But regardless, this is going to be a fantastic upgrade. It's all plug and play. They give you everything that you need. All right, so why don't we grab the box cutter? We'll open this up and see what they sent me. All right, so let's start out with the main attraction itself, the Revenant Pro Amplifier itself. Comes in this amazingly designed box, very cool. From what I understand, it's a local artist in California. One thing that you'll find in here is the manual. Now this is gonna go over a lot of the setup steps, what to set the dip switches to, whether you have BAVSOUND speakers or not, whether you want driver focused or multi-seat focused. It's gonna tell you what to set some of those dip switches to and some of the other settings and things for the amp. Now I'm gonna go through a detailed install video in another video, but for this, just know that you have this really nice reference card that they give you. Very nice touch. All right, so here we have the Revenant Pro Amplifier. Very, very nice. All metal, very nice design, super solid. Now this amplifier is 1600 watts versus the stock HK amplifier, which is 600. So, I mean, this is a tremendous amount of power to be pushing out to those speakers. Whether you have the stock speakers or the BAVSOUND speakers, this is definitely going to increase your power. You're not gonna be limited anymore. I'm not gonna go into too much depth on some of the connections, but as you can see here, you have where your power and ground hook in. Now this amplifier puts out way more power than the stock amplifier, so we're actually gonna be running separate power and ground. We're not gonna rely on the factory wiring harness for that. You have a couple RCA inputs, whether you want to hook up an additional sub or something like that. You have your BAVSOUND tune card, and this is where it's going to connect to your factory harness to get that audio. You have your optical cable. This is where or optical input. This is where it's going to connect to that MOST adapter. And then you have some additional connections and things there. Very nice amp though. Really, really well built. All right, next up is the tune card. So this is going to be vehicle specific. So this one that we have here is for the 4 Series. So we'll see if we can get this to focus. There we go. So you can see it says F32, F82. So if you have, some other vehicle, maybe you've got an F30, yours would say F30 on it. But this is going to be tuned for your specific vehicle so you can get awesome sound. All right, next up is the Revenant Pro Most Adapter. This is what is going to allow your car's digital interface to communicate with the amp. So we have a couple cables in here. I'm not quite sure what this one is. It looks like an on-off switch here with a remote power and ground. I'm not sure if this is for maybe an additional amp. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out what this is for. We have an optical cable. So this is what is going to, actually we have two optical cables. So this green one is going to connect to your factory harness and then plug into the Most adapter right here. This is a protective insert that's in here, but you take this out and then you plug the cable in there. And then the second optical cable is going to go from this output here into the amp, into that optical input that we saw on the amp. So this is going to process all of those digital signals and give you some awesome sound quality out of that new amp. All right, so next up we have the hardware box. Now in here is the mounting bracket for the amp. Very nice quality, nice aluminum power coated black. All right, and last but not least, we have the hardware and harnesses box. This is going to have all of our cables that we're gonna use to hook up the amp. So first up, we have our new power and ground. It's got a fuse block in here. We'll put the fuse block in last. That way we don't have any power running through the system as we're hooking it up. But really nice gauge wiring. This is some good stuff here that they used. Next up this is the ASD bypass module. So if you have an M car and they pump that fake sound in through your speakers, this is going to allow you to bypass that. That way you get a cleaner signal through your speakers. It's up to you whether or not you want to use this, but I would recommend it. Just get yourself a nice exhaust system and you don't need to pump in fake sounds through your speakers, and you can have a lot cleaner audio if you use this. All right, and the last cable that we have, this is what is going to connect to your factory harness. So this is going to connect in to the harness. This is going to connect into your amp. And then last up, we have some zip ties here. We have an alcohol swab pad. We have some Velcro. This is how you're going to attach the Most adapter to the amplifier so that it doesn't move around. So we're just probably gonna attach it right on the top of the amplifier. And then you have your fuse here that's gonna go in that fuse block. All right, so as you saw, this amplifier upgrade from BAVSOUND comes with everything you need. It's completely plug and play, and I'm really excited to get this installed. So make sure that you stay tuned. I'm gonna be having a whole host of videos on this, a complete detailed install. I'm gonna have a review of the sound settings that I used before the amplifier upgrade with the BAVSOUND speakers, and then also the new EQ settings that I'm going to use with this amplifier upgrade. And then I'm going to have an overall review and just tell you what I think of the complete system. Is it worth it? Is it not? We're going to find out together. Now, as always, I have put links in the description below to where you can find and order your BAVSOUND amplifier upgrade. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, smash it if that's what you're into, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless.